Hello guys. Welcome back to Top 5 Choices. In this video we are going to do a detailed review and pick the top 5 blenders. So let us get started at the review based on our studies and small research. If you have any personal suggestion, do let us know in the comment section. If you are for the first time, don't forget to subscribe and click on the bell icon for more videos. We will be also providing affiliates link to purchase from Amazon. Kindly use Twitter for best offers and purchase from anywhere in the world. So let's get started. The Hamilton Beach Sound Shield 950 53601 is part of the Blenders test program at Consumer Reports. In our lab tests, full-sized blenders models like the Sound Shield 950 53601 are rated on multiple criteria, such as those listed below. Icy drinks, smoothness and thickness of non-alcoholic pina coladas are determined using assorted sieve sizes. Blenders that do well for icy drinks also do well for smoothies. Convenience, judgments on ease of cleaning and replacing blade. Clarity of controls and jar markings. Pouring ease. And jar weight, etc. Puree, how well the blender puree dry ingredients into a soup. Icy drinks. This model performed good in our icy drinks test, which gauges how well the blender mixes up pina coladas. Blenders that do well for icy drinks also do well for smoothies. Puree, this model performed poor in our pureeing soup test, which gauges how well the blender purees soup ingredients. Ice crush, this model performed good in our ice crush test, which gauges how well blenders crush ice without water using a non-pulsed function. Noise, this model was judged good for how noisy the blender is, running with 1 cup of water for 30 seconds. The Oster Pro 1200 Blender Plus Smoothie Cup, brushed nickel, which is a new blender introduced at the end of 2015 to compete in the low to mid-range blender market. It comes with a 24-ounce smoothie cup and boasts 1200 peak watts and all-metal drive socket interface between the jar's bottom and the base. I had high hopes when opening the box and inspecting the contents. The blender does appear to be better built than most blenders in its price range. All components feel solid. The black plastic jar base has a lever that, when seated into the blender base, ensures that the jar will not become unscrewed during use. The big question is it really as good as a high-powered blender? It's allegedly a 1200-watt blender, after all. The good news is that the blender was able to make smooth green smoothies, eventually. Given a full minute, my first green smoothie looked like the above, semi-blended. It took 2-3 minutes of extra effort blending, turning the machine off and shaking the jar to pop the air pocket that formed above the blender blades, and blending some more to get the results acceptably smooth. Although Oster doesn't come right out and say it, judging by its Baroque glass name and description, the jar appears to be made out of borosilicate glass, which is more expensive than typical soda lime glass like that found in regular Pyrex. The NutriBullet Blender Combo is a full-sized blender with a tamper to help redistribute food inside the jar. However, the blender struggles to process hard food like nuts or fibrous fruits and vegetables like kale. The manufacturer also doesn't recommend crushing ice in it. On the upside, it can hot blend without a problem. Its additional single-serve cups also make it easy to take a blend with you on the go. While oil can easily stick to the jar and can be difficult to remove, the jars, lids, and blade assemblies. This model finished right ahead of the Vitamix 5200, mainly having an edge by being quite a bit more convenient to use, but the 5200 makes slightly higher quality smoothies. However, it also costs over double the price of the Ninja. The Ninja is only outperformed by the top tier of products, like the Cuisinart Hurricane Pro, Vitamix A2500, and the Vitamix Pro 750, but all of these products cost 2 to 3 times as much. To see which blenders are really the best you can get, we bought all of the highest rated and most promising of these kitchen appliances, then compared their performance head-to-head in a handful of different tests, ranging from making the perfect blended margarita to how easy they are to clean. One of the things I love the most about the Vitamix 5200 is how it balances power with restraint. Other performance blenders create a violent cyclone in the jar, whipping food up the sides and into the lid. That's not a good thing, especially if you're blending hot soup. Vitamix's speeds range from a calm stir all the way to ice-crushing force. As long as you start the blender on low before gradually dialing up the speed, your soup will stay in the jar. I first used the Vitamix 5200 as a young cook in